Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Emma Cownley. I'm a writer and blogger, and I bring you wicked badass videos on how to be awesome at writing, whatever that means for you. Today I'm filming a video that I've actually put off for quite some time. Didn't really think it was relevant. Turns out it is kind of relevant. A lot of people are talking about it online, and it's something I get asked to write time and time again by friends and family, so let's cover it off here today. It's how to write a dating profile, but in standard Emma Cownley style. I'm going to be using my tried and tested branding techniques and copywriting marketing techniques to attract the right kind of mate, as David Attenborough in The Wild, to attract the right kind of partner and to really sell yourself and your personality. So we're going to fall back on these techniques. They work in the world of marketing, so I really think that they can work for you in a dating profile. So I'll tell you what they are and how to use them, and hopefully you're going to get some banging dates and then you're going to invite me to your wedding. So shall we get started? First, let's talk about getting specific. Now, I have a mate who's been on a fair few dates with some really good looking chicks, but at the end of the day, the conversation was pretty dry because they didn't share any interests. And I believe this comes down to relevancy, which obviously is a marketing term. You are creating marketing content to target very specific niche audiences because you know the conversion rate is going to be so much higher for people that have a need and a desire for your product and resonate with your brand. And it's the same with dating profiles. If you're not getting specific on there about what you're looking for or who you are or what your interests are, the kind of responses you're going to get, you may find that it doesn't quite match up. So it's better to really attract that perfect niche partner by getting specific. So I'll give you an example. You might write on your dating profile, I love music, I love listening to music and going to gigs. Awesome, music is awesome. But it's pretty broad and very generic. You could attract anyone on that. So why not go into detail? Which bands do you like? Do you like going to gigs? Do you go regularly? Are you looking for someone to go with? You know, like, do you have any playlists that they can listen to? When you focus it right down and they know just exactly what you're into, you can find a wicked partner. I like hanging out with friends. Awesome. We all like hanging out with friends. What do? Do you just like to chill and game? If so, what games are you playing? Are you looking for somebody that you can game with online? That'd be wicked. Put an invitation out there, meet somebody that way. Or, you know, do you rock climb, or, you know, whatever. Are you into craft beers? What beers are you into? Do you want to hang out with someone at a craft beer festival? Get really specific, because when somebody reads that detail, they're going to be like, shit, I love that too. For sure, let's have a chat. Whereas if you're writing, I like music, it's a little bit bland, it's a little bit vanilla, and it's not very specific. So you could very well find yourself on a date with bugger all to talk about because you don't really have any similar interests. So let's attract the right target audience with relevant messaging. Basically, let's get specific with what we're writing on our dating profiles. Number 2, this is really, really obvious, and it's obvious in the world of marketing, so why shouldn't it be obvious in the world of dating? It's no fibbing. Don't be a fibby dick on your dating profile. It's not like people aren't going to find out the truth when they meet you. And if you lie about what you're into or where you're from or the kind of person that you are, you don't think that shit's going to come out later on, and it's a waste of everybody's time. And just like in the advertising world, you can't lie. The ASA will really, they'll tear you a new one if you start telling fibs in your marketing, and it's the same with telling fibs on your dating profile. People are just going to get pissed off with you. It's better to always be true and be genuine. People are very attracted to an authentic, original, genuine approach. It's more human and it's more honest. And there's nothing more attractive in this world of online bullshit than honesty. So let's take a leaf out of the marketing book and be honest on our dating profiles. Number 3 is a little bit clickbaity, but I think that it'll really work wonders on a dating profile, and that is to use trigger words to get people to react and respond to you. I can relate this to a real world example. Somebody I know, who I will not name, they're a massive Star Wars fan. They were on a dating site. They were having problems kind of getting some traction. So I said, why not throw in a line on your profile and just say, hand shot first. The responses that this person got just from putting that line, it immediately triggered a reaction. It inspires emotion, it inspires debate. People are going to get in touch just to argue with you. It's a little bit different as well, so it sets you apart. So if you can find a statement like that, or a clever call to action, something a bit sassy, something a bit fun, something that they're not going to have seen on 1,000 other profiles, that displays your unique personality and your unique brand, as it were. This is something that you would use in marketing for a call to action button, or at the end of a piece of print marketing to get people to respond and take action. You can use the same technique on your dating profile just so people get in touch, or remember you, or notice you, almost even like a tagline or a strapline that you can pop on there that give a flavour of what you're like and really encourage people to get in touch. The third point is to steer clear of disgusting dating cliches. I couldn't even think of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure that if you browse a lot of dating profiles, you will see the same phrases crop up again and again and again. It's boring, it's stale, it's generic, it's old, and it doesn't really tell a lot about you or what you're looking for or what you're like. For example, okay, here's one for example. Good sense of humour. What does that mean? What does that mean? I myself have a very black sense of humour, really dry, really dark, so I'd go on there and just, crack a really smutty, inappropriate joke. The people that respond to me are the people that are going to resonate most with what I've said because I've been unique. I haven't resorted to a dating profile cliche. They know what they're going to get. And I may only attract one person, but it will be the right person, rather than getting a slew of responses that are all just as generic as the statement I made, or none whatsoever because I haven't actually stood out because I've said nothing of value. So, let's get a bit sexy, Be original, be new, avoid the cliches. It's been done a million times, it's boring, and it doesn't really say a lot about you as a person. So when you find yourself reaching for those tried and tested phrases like good sense of humour, think about how would you say it? If a mate down the pub says, what are you looking for? Just be like, oh, a really sick bird who's up for a laugh and finds Kevin Smith films funny. Awesome, that really tells you a lot. Good sense of humour tells you nada. Finally, bringing it to its conclusion, this is the same thing I would say for almost any kind of marketing or copywriting, and that is to share it around for proofing, but in this instance you're sharing it off as a sounding board, almost like the technique that I suggested for killing your ideas, what did I call it? The stress test. So you're going to pass the content that you want to put on your profile to a friend, potentially a friend of the opposite sex or the same sex. I don't know what you go in for, but let's just say pass it to a friend and have them look it over for you. You might have missed something that's really cool about you that they can see from the outside and say, well, you've not mentioned this, or what about, you love this, or you want to go and do that, would you not want to put that in there? And you think, oh crap, sometimes you can be so close to a situation that you don't see it for all the sum of its parts. So handing it off helps you to gain a better perspective over what it is you've written and where you could improve, and also they may catch errors that you've put in there that make you look like a bit of a dumbass. It's not a great foot to get started on, is it? No one wants to look like a dumbass before they've even gone on their first date. We save that stuff for the first date, you know what I mean? So pass it off to a friend, have them look it over for you before you put anything live. That brings me to the end of the video. Hopefully I'm going to help a few lonely hearts find some awesome partners, or at least get some wicked dates out of it, or at least raise the quality of the content on your dating profile. If I can do that, that would be awesome. If you've got any questions that you'd like to ask me, you can pop a comment below, or you can find me on Twitter at EJ and I will most certainly help you out. Not in an agony aunt way, but in more of like a writing way. Until next week, have a good week, and I'll see you back here same time, same place next Friday. Take care.